Up a little bit of our time just playing with microphones. Alrighty, how's everyone doing today? And you guys are having such a good time visiting, I'm just inclined to let you keep visiting for a while. I mean, I don't want to break up a good thing here. Okay, who's got some happy dollars? Let's get rolling here. We got to get some money. We got a lot to get to. Mr. Doug Harvey.
Lame Duck President Ken. Well, once again, got two happy dollars. One of them is for an installation banquet. And one of that we have.
Let's have it.
Hello. Hello. The first dollar is for the installation banquet. We had a great time. Our president-elect now is Leroy Marcel. He's not here today. I was going to congratulate him. Leroy, are you here? Are you here? We're getting food. Anyway, let's give him a big round of applause. Our new president for next year. Leroy. And the second one, 3 years ago, I brought in a new lion to our club by the name of Jim Tormson. Gene Tormson. When he was a past president from another club, the Early Birds. For 3 years was the Early Birds. Sunrise. For 3 years I've been trying to get him to come to a meeting. I finally got him to come today by having him be our guest speaker's introductioner. Right?
Okay, we can use that word.
So he's here. Everybody give him a round of applause. Jim Tormson, past president.
Thank you, Doug. Lion Dolly.
President Ken, fellow Lions and guests, just a happy dollar, the sun's out, and a reminder, I still have some open due statement, some members, and if you've already paid, I do have your ID cards.
Very good. Kathy, look, you just got money today.
Whoa, look, she got big money.
President Ken, fellow Lions and guests, I try to always participate in the happy bucks, you know. You need to be happy. I have a happy dollar for installation. It was really a lot of fun, and congratulations, President Leroy. I have another happy dollar for reading at Columbia Heights yesterday. It was truly a blessing to see all those little kids, but we got to give books to the 4th and 5th grade too, and that was a lot of fun. What I did is I challenged those guys to come by and say hello. So if you got some little Columbia Heights kids this summer who visit the Chuck Wagon, welcome them. And the other, got another happy dollar for, I got 5 here by the way. Got one for the sunshiny day, and I got a sad dollar because I mowed this morning, I have allergies, and I'm feeling really crappy.
Thank you, Landina.
My favorite person.
Lion Mark Kelch.
You don't need the
President Ken, fellow Lions and guests, first happy dollar is for Ken Botero, our outgoing president. Congratulations on your wonderful year, Ken. Second dollar is for the installation banquet and incoming Leroy. Congrats on next year. Looking forward to that, Leroy. Sad dollar, I'm going to have to duck out a little bit early. I've got a little bit of work to have to run back to for a meeting at 1.
It has some work done.
Sure, well, not really, but third dollar, kind of an update. I've been gone, I was gone a couple weeks, but I've only got my courage up, dialed the number, and talked to Vern in Hawaii, and Vern is either my father or my uncle. We had a nice conversation for about an hour, 10 days ago, so that was pretty wonderful. And the final dollar, thanks to the weather and actually having time home for a change, I installed 36.5 bags of rock in my
Be sure to thank Vern for the shirt today. Lion Ron Stopper.
What do we jump over?
I will get back in. We got a lot.
President Ken, fellow Lions and guests, just a happy dollar, really a great installation banquet. For those of you who missed it, they're a lot of fun. Come on next year.
Zone Chair Maryland.
President Ken, fellow Lions and guests, I've got 2 happy dollars. One's for the installation dinner as well, and it was a great time. I would love to see all of you Lions come to the installation dinner because you learn a lot about your club and what we're going to be about. So The other dollar is just thank you for honoring me with Bob Jessen as co-lion of the year.
Thank you, Marilyn. Well, Lion Greg Bird is back in Bigdo today. Look at him. Oh, it's not a fill-up.
President Ken fellas, yes, couple bucks a day. First one, I too had a nice time at the installation dinner. It was very, very nice. Looking forward to Leroy here. And the other one, Saturday, one of my grandkids, my grandson graduates.
Not like the first one in the family. Lion Mike.
President, Ken, fellow lions and guests, I have $2 today. One of them is a surprise dollar. Sunday I had a real surprise. We had some friend come up and cut our 4-foot high grass, and Nita wanted to show me, and so she was wheeling me around, and next thing I knew I was headed for the ground. I feel that I'm probably going to be sued by the FFA for not having a pilot's license. The second dollar is that Nita got me an early Father's Day present by having a squirrel bridge installed between 2 trees at our place. Probably the only father in history to have a squirrel bridge given on Father's Day. A little premature. Y'all are invited to come up and see it if you're interested. It's about 20 feet long, and it's 7 feet off the ground, and it's covered so the squirrels can run on it in the rain and they won't get wet. So anyway, that's all for today.
You guys all catch that squirrel-crested mics this year. Lion Marla.
President Ken, fellow lions and guests, I've got one $1 or $2 or just $1 in general. Is it just me, or does Mr. Mark Helsh over there remind anybody of Bob Dylan?
Lion George Ford.
President Ken, fellow lions and guests, I got $3 happy. One, my son came up from Laughlin, Nevada Saturday and left Monday. Had a really nice visit with him. Had a bunch of other relatives over Sunday, so it was great. Another $1 happy. Thursday, we're leaving for Virginia Beach for 3 weeks. And the last $1 happy is, I'm very thankful to be here because tomorrow I turn 80.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
All right, Lion Cheryl.
Well, here's $1 happy because I was able to get away on a little vacay to Vegas, and I'm happy. Oh, I'm sorry, Lion Ken, fellow lions and all. Yes? I should know that about you. I was excited about that vacay to Vegas because I only lost $60, and that's why I'm happy. The second $1 is because immediately when I got home, I caught the granddaddy of all colds, probably from flying on an airplane. But it's over now, so I'm really happy. And the third $1 is that in the middle of all that, I turned 70 years old. No. And becoming a septuagenarian doesn't hurt a bit.
Judge Jim Sonier.
Lame duck, presidents, lame duck everything.
I love you too, Jim.
Fellow lions and guests and friends, I have $2 happy. George Oliver Smith will finally get buried. You don't know George, but he was over at the coroner's office and he had no next of kin. And so we at the Veteran Service Center were able to get the county to pay for his cremation. And after 6 months of sitting in my office at home, I finally have a place at Willamette National Cemetery. Well, he will be buried with honors. So I'm very happy. And if any of you need to be cremated, I'd be glad to help. For you right now, Hal.
Smart guy in a smart car, Mr. William Pontius.
I Ken, fellow licensed guest. I have a road trip to report. I have 66 miles on my walker. I have 4 miles on my crutches, but I have a new smart car to me out in the parking lot, and I have 91 miles on it already.
Lion Jim.
Soon to be past President Ken, fellow Lions and guests. $1 happy for the good installation dinner. It was great. We had a lot of good camaraderie, and this is just that I'm happy to make it here today, even if I was late.
We forgive you. Lion John Claypool.
Short-time President Ken, fellow Lions and guests. My first happy dollar, George, wouldn't you be taking a lot better care of yourself if you knew you were going to be 80? I got 70 at the store this year, and I think the same thing all the time. The installation banquet was a lot of fun. I'm very happy that Leroy's going to come in and lead us around. Leroy, looking forward to every minute of it.
Here, here.
And the surprise today was actually seeing Lion Gene Tormson. That's, he said one of the funniest things to me that I've ever heard that I took to heart very much. It was Easter morning. He walks up to me in the back of St. Rose and goes, "John, isn't it wonderful?"
How gets $1 credit for understanding? Lion Howell.
President Ken, fellow Lions and guests. The first one is for installation banquet, and it was a mixed dollar because I was really happy about a 1 hour installation. Have we ever had that before? Anybody remember it?
Did you do it?
No. Bite me. Yeah, okay. But the other side of it, just as the MC called it to order, I get this call from my wife that our new puppy has gotten into my gabapentin pills, was some way able to open them up, and so you saw me dashing around talking to people. When I get home, I find out he may have opened one and not liked the taste. Because I got to tell you, that dog is now going 90 miles an hour. Yeah, that's right. Maybe I should open it and lick it, right? No. So, you know what? You take a pill out of a capsule, it tastes bad. The second, yesterday at Columbia Heights Elementary, relived some memories of my youth when I had 2 girls go through there reading to kids, and that was fun. Marilyn and Steve and Cindy, you 3 get a big pat on the back for organizing and keeping all the special ed kids. Did you notice those that were there? The special ed kids were attracted to Steve? Yeah, because it's the same height.
I don't know. I'm going to take that $1 credit back for that one. I'm taking that $1 credit back for that one. Lion Terry Woodruff.
King Lion, Ken, fellow Lions and guests. Yeah, I've got $5 happy dollars. One was the banquet, and the awards that were given out to Lion of the Year and Rookie, and what's the other one? Unsung. They're all here today.
Maryland. Maryland, okay. I figured we should get that in there. I almost missed it because I was playing in the Veterans Golf tourney over at Three Rivers. I thought I did a pretty good job with my son, and of
Is
course we
somebody
had a
gonna
team
announce
with
who
the
won? Because
Reineke,
normally
so
everybody in the crowd
two means right off the bat.
Who's gonna announce what? All the winners.
And the other one
Because
is,
normally we do it at a meeting
I
and
know we
everybody
have that
knows.
spelling
Gotta
bee
pick
here
their
in town. If you happen to catch the spelling bee, national spelling bee, you guys suck.
Yes, we do.
Lion George Rader.
King Lion, Ken, fellow Lions guests, couple of happy bucks. It's good to be back. I've been away, I've been to California a lot, and that's my second extremely happy buck. I've been spending a lot of time visiting my sister. Last fall, they stopped her chemo because it wasn't going to work anymore. She was stage 4, and hoping to make it to Christmas. And they put her on that immune boosting drug, Parkinson. And last week, a week before last time I was there, and she had her scan. Tumors stopped growing. The one actually shrunk a little bit. They don't know what's going on, but it's happy time for all of us.
Hey, Bert. Lion Donna.
Fellow Lions, yes, and President Ken. I want to give a plug for the Go Forth buttons. They're still here. They're $2 each, so come on and get them before they're out.
Well, of course. Oh, we'll put you on the back burner for a second there, Pat. Lion Reed. I only have $1 left, and this is going to be Go President Ken, fellow Lions, and honored guests. I only have $1 left. I walked in with $51, and by God, I'm not going to walk out with any money at all. And then I get a double bonus out of this because I'm embarrassing my daughter. So that's worth every penny of that. Style Master Gary Hill.
King Lion, Ken, fellow Lions and guests. Yes, today is Spirit Day. I decided to go really different and show you we have Lions aprons here, so I can take orders if anybody else is interested. Second, happy buck, wonderful installation. I brought my rock too, by the way, so I put that in my pocket. And I did bring a guest today. I brought my sister visiting from Eugene vicinity. So anyway, thank you.
Pokey down for an apron.
He is here today. If you want to
Lion Cindy Pickett.
President Ken, members and guests, I'd like to congratulate Leroy for becoming the president. It was a great installation dinner. I want to thank those two who helped set it up, Donna, Sue, Michelle, and Marilyn. That's why I had cheat sheet. So thank you very much for helping me set up. That was great. Second dollar is for the reading program. I had a great time up there. Those kids really, 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 really appreciate those books. They just get them and come over, get their stamp,
Let's make that on
and
the
they
board
own
today.
them. So that's really
We'll
a
do that
special
on the
program.
board
Thanks for
today.
doing that, Marilyn. And this Thursday, I finally get the wires out of my foot, so I'll be on a special boot for the next 2 weeks, but the wires are coming out from when I had surgery in January. I can go to bed maybe without pain. Okay, and, I'm gonna send out, I know that I'm paid $1 for it because I had a schedule. I'm sending this around, it's for the chairs. We have committees on here, so if you'd like to be a part of any of these committees, please sign up now so that when that committee forms, they can call you and invite you to their meeting. It's really fun to get in and know all of these kind of things, so if there's something you don't know, please come and ask me so that you can sign up if it's something you're of interest to. So I'm going to send this around right now. And the newsletter. I have the newsletter, nobody's checking, so I'm going to take them around to the tables. One of the nine, nobody. Oh, two. You got one too. Oh, and no, two over there. 4. Okay. These are great. great reminders. They have the calendar on there to let you know when the meetings are. And right in the very middle right here, it has an announcement on our Go Forth Festival. We have the wagon down there. It's a 5-day event. And everybody would just take 1 hour. I mean, that would be huge for us. We always are short on people. Greg has the Spirits of Longview going. You'll have sign-ups for that too. So please, sign up, even if it's just for an hour. And if you feel you've got some extra time, come on down to the wagon and see if they need help. And if they don't, you can sit in the back and enjoy visiting with everybody else. And
Running a little late here, Patrick Palmer.
Boy, not one comment about a program. That was pretty funny. No, President Ken, all lines and guests. First happy dollar is about the installation. Great time had by everybody. Everybody, let's give it a hand up for the Casanovas, those rookies of the year. Bam! Way to hit the ground running, man. You guys are awesome. Saturday, right before then, Hal and myself and a friend moved 10 yards of dirt, and so that's why I was a little cranky when I was there Saturday night. Let's see, what's that? On Sunday, didn't notice anything different. Sunday I was installed as a trustee for the 3rd year over at the Rainier Eagles, and probably the happiest happy buck of my entire life because it's been kind of a challenge. On Saturday, June 8th at 1 o'clock at Kelso High School, my son Sam will graduate from
Lion Dwayne Smith.
President Ken, fellow lines and guests. No, I'm not going to sing like my brother. He's not here today because he's getting physical therapy. And I wanted to take a moment and talk about my brother. He had some problems when he was growing up with a high temperature to his brain, which is why he's disabled. But I've always been extremely proud of my brother because he's been willing to work. He worked over 40 years at Goodwill. And he retired at age 71 when he just couldn't do it anymore. And that's 10 years longer than me. So anyways, that's one of my happy bucks. Another happy buck is summertime, and I'm getting ready to go to Idaho for a couple of weeks.
Thank you, Ryan. That's great. And we're going to finish up at the front table here. We're running a little bit late, but guys, hey, great tail twister session. A lot of good comments, a lot of good dollars. How about a hand for yourselves? Bill Olson.
President Ken, fellow lines and guests, first of all, the installation banquet was a rousing success. Thank you to all who made it happen. Secondly, I just wanted to tack on to Cindy Fickett's committee sign-up. You have the opportunity to choose your committees at this point, and just know that if you don't choose committees, they will be chosen for you. So those of you who want to be on the Pooper Scooper Brigade, keep your name off the list. And finally, I'm responsible for a piece of property that needs some yard work, and if anybody has a child or grandchild who would like to make some money and help out, please let me know.
Guys all good here? President Ken.
Fellow lines and guests, 2 happy dollars, wherever she's at. First of all, the installation banquet was an awesome, awesome success. The second happy dollar is I'm going to miss all of this. This has really been a terrific journey, and I appreciate all of you being here. Thank you. With that, we do not have a gavel, so we can't start the meeting. However, if somebody has the gavel, bring the gavel up along with your $5. With that, no gavel. Larry Hanson, the invocation.
was back there in the box. In the box.
Guilty. Guilty.
Go ahead, let's pray.
Our Heavenly Father, we come before you, give them thanks and praise for the blessings of this day and for the food given to us, strengthen us, for the opportunity and privilege of serving as lions in our community. And we're mindful of the task we've been called to be Knights of the Lion. In fact, that you've given us also the challenge of helping those with hearing. For those that work for solving the diabetes problem and other things throughout our country and our city. We just need your care and our help. That you would use us for the purposes you called us. In Jesus' name. Amen.
And I'm going to ask Jim Waters for the flag pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And Secretary Phil Wilson for the song.
My country is the sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of thy pilgrim's pride, from every mountainside let freedom ring.
Thank you. The introduction of our guest by Lion Tamer Bob Jessup.
President Ken, members and guests, we have a couple of guests in the house today. Bill Olson, would you introduce your guest, please?
President Ken, fellow Lions and guests, it's my pleasure to once again introduce John Abe. John is a member of the Centralia Lions and going to transfer to the Pioneer Lions, we think. Give him a friendly nudge.
And Gary Hill somewhat mentioned his guest, but we'll do it formally. President Ken, fellow Lions and guests, I will finish the introduction of my sister Brenda Roney. She did used to live in Longview for quite a long, long while, but anyway, it's been down there, what, 14, 20 years? 20 years. She too has a broken foot. Cindy, just bringing it to your attention. She has a broken foot, and not once has she threatened to kick me to straighten up my act. So.
To straighten up your what? Oh, act. With that, I would like to take a special moment for all of you members that had missed our installation dinner and recognize some of the very, very outstanding Lions Club members that have supported you and done a great job throughout the year and made Lionism what it is today in our community. First of all, I would like these people to stand. The Rookie of the Year was a tie this year, and only one member showed up for the presentation, but her husband came a little bit later. Michelle and Mike Casanova. Our unsung Lion of the Year, who I don't know how he could be unsung with all he does, Louis Pickett. And for the honor of Lion of the Year, once again, a tie. Bob Jessen and Marilyn Patterson. And this year we had a very special award that we presented, the President's Award this year, for 3 outstanding gentlemen that have done an outstanding job in bringing things up to the standard of a strong Pioneer Lion. The service hours that they put in on the concession stands and the remodeling and the cleaning and the building. The President's Award this year went to Bob Jessen, Tom Fulton, and Louis Pickett. If you could all stand and give them all a standing ovation for their services. With that, that is what Lionism is about, service to our club and our community. Great job, folks, thank you very much. Gail Bradley, Sunshine Committee report.
President Ken, fellow Lions and guests, Richie Wangler is in the hospital. She may be getting out today. It has to deal with her heart. She went in Thursday into the emergency room, and then they took her to OHSU. So they were trying to get her blood pressure down and her temperature down, and so they're trying to get her stable so she can come home.
Zone Chair, Marilyn Patterson.
President Ken, fellow Lions and guests, first, before I mention Zone Chair, I would like to recognize the Lions that participated yesterday. We had 12 Lions with the reading program, and if you're here, just stand. Hal Palmer, Sandy Catt, Cindy Fickett, Louie Fickett, Eric Twormson, who doesn't get to come to club much, has 2 sons up there, so he came and worked so that he could be with his boys. Jim Waters, Mike Parker, Pat Parker, Gina Ramey. Did you have to leave? Oh, okay. And Mr. Steve Patterson here.
Stand up, Steve.
And myself.
Hey.
Thank you so much. And the other thing for the zone chair, I would just like to say I'm deeply honored. I've been asked by 3 clubs in my zone to be the installing officer. So if you want to come, let me know, and we could certainly put you in on the list to come. This Thursday at 5:30, Castle Rock Lions. Kalama, June 10th, probably 6:30. Kelso, June 18th at 6:30. So I have more information if you like. If any of you want to do the Kelso Lions, they have a dinner choice. It's at Parker's. Oh, it's at 6 o'clock. I said 6:30. June 18th, 6 o'clock. So I would need to know if you want to attend, and we'll get the order made up.
It's in the newsletter too.
Yeah. Okay. And also the attire for each one of those events is different, so you'd ask me about that too.
Steve Patterson, Awards Committee.
President Ken, Lions and Guests Awards Committee meeting right here, right after the meeting. Thank you.
Greg Query, membership.
President Ken, fellow Lions and guests, membership. Remember, through the end of this month, there's no fees for initiation into Lions. So if you've got anybody on the fence, come in, get them.
Tom Fulton, Concession Committee. Ha ha ha.
I have nothing.
Greg Swanson, Spirits of Longview.
President Ken, fellow Lions and guests, signed the contract this morning for 5 guys named Mo, so they are coming, and it's going to be a great show on the 3rd at the fairgrounds, so make sure you show up. I'm going to have a meeting at my house Thursday night, well, Thursday afternoon late at about 5 o'clock, and whoever's on the committee, anybody raise their hand who's on my committee? Okay, come on. Anyway, they don't remember. We haven't had a meeting for a while. So anyway, 5 o'clock on Thursday, my house, and big thing is going to be advertising now. Facebook is going to be important to us. So I've been talking to Cheryl, I've talked to Dwayne and Cindy, and we're going to try to put this all together so the word gets out on July 3rd. 5 guys named Mo playing for us at this convention center. Should be a great show. So, well, everything else pretty much go, except I don't have the permit from the city yet. Ken?
It takes time.
Yeah. I put that in about 3 months ago. Because, Bill?
You get to lube the system a little.
Oh.
Scratch his
I should have
back.
known.
Scratch his back.
Sorry, I'll get to you after the meeting, Ken. job.
You bet.
It's not too late.
I'm working for you, Ken.
If you're not signed up, you can still attend. Greg needs less
Ter-
help, so, you're built here, I guess, but you are willing to invite anybody, so what is your address?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's easy to find. Yes, yes.
2555 Corman Road.
It's on TV. That's okay.
Let's go.
Oh. All right, that's it.
Terry Woodruff, Golf Committee.
Thank you very much. What?
Are you just part of the course?
I'm below par.
King Lion and Ken fellow Lions. Yes, yeah, the Lions tournament soon after the festival and the go forth and everything is on July the 13th over at Mid Valley Golf Course. We do have a couple of teams in there so far, when I don't even have my kids in there yet, so get your stuff in there before I get those kids, my sandbaggers. At any rate, now, we need other things that, sponsorships and stuff. We're getting some baskets for the raffle and stuff. We've got some prizes already, but a lot of work. But obviously, there's a lot of work before that goes into, so keep it in mind. Thank you.
Thank you. And with that, we would like to remind it. Okay. In just one moment.
President Ken, members and guests, 22nd, 23rd, we're going to go to Tool with kettle corn. We've got a sign-up sheet over there in the middle table. I'd like to get about 5 or 6 more guys that know how to operate that thing, so when the 4th rolls around, everything will be smooth sailing. So sign up.
Thanks for the report, Tom. Now, we really have an invitation for all of you at 2 o'clock this afternoon at the Kelso Longview Elks as we pay tribute to Harold Sessions, who passed away. Cindy has asked that we wear our yellow jackets for the memorial service. That'll be in the main ballroom at the Kelso Longview Elks at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Please be there, even if you don't have your yellow jacket. Harold used to be a member of this club, and Cindy and Jim are both strong members. Let's show our respect and be there to help support what they're doing for the memorial. It's been very rough on their family. With that, it's my privilege and my honor to present a past president of the Longview Pioneer Lions Club, Gene Gatornson. Well, he's still a Pioneer Lion.
Okay.
Anyhow, Gene Gatornson.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. What a nice guy he is, huh? Past president, that's pretty cool. Good job.
Say that again. What?
He's a really nice guy. I've known him for a couple of days anyway.
Not his first political life.
It's not, okay, good.
Here's your attendance card.
Oh, thank you. Perfect attendance for today. Oh, how'd you get that made up so quick? Anyway, it's my privilege and my pleasure to introduce Janine Manny. She is the CEO for the Southwest Washington YMCA, the Y that's right here in Longview, okay? And she's going to tell us a little bit about what we're doing on our capital campaign, the projects that we're doing here at the Y. Thanks, Janine. All right.
Hello.
Hi.
I want to apologize for I was going to apologize for my casual dress. We are cleaning the attic today, but then I realized I look better than Hal Palmer, so I guess I'm
That's Janine, that's not exactly a high bar.
fine. No, I'm feeling overdressed a bit.
That's not a high bar.
Anyway, I got to go sailing with Hal once. I should be nicer to Hal. I have been at the YMCA for 10 years. I started as the aquatics director, and as you know, about 4.5 years ago, we ran into a bit of trouble over at the Y, and we ended up with no CEO and no finance director. And so we were working with the YMCA of Columbia-Willamette, which is Portland, Vancouver, and they were helping us with our administrative needs. And it was going so well that they proposed a merger, which there's nothing wrong with that. It would have been fine. But there were some people who had been on our board and felt very strongly about keeping us independent Y with local control. And so Gene Gatormson and Brian Magnuson and John Jabush and some other people came and said, let's not do this. Let's keep our Y local. So they came back to our board. They're still on our board. So I'm really impressed by these guys who not only put their foot down and threw a fit, they put their money where their mouth was, and they're still helping us. So we have a really strong board of directors.
Here, here.
So then they asked me to be the CEO, and I said no. I did say no. I was the aquatics director, and they said, well, the aquatics department is running so well, let's make you the CEO. And I said no. And then the staff asked me to be CEO, and I said no. And then when the members started asking me, I thought, okay guys, here's the deal. I studied journalism in college. I don't have a business degree. I don't have a recreation degree. I can't be the CEO. So they asked me to be interim CEO, and I went back to school at age 50-something, and I got my degree in organizational leadership in about 2 years. So I was interim CEO for 2 years, and I've been the permanent CEO for 2.5 years. Wow, time flies.
Yeah.
Anyway, the Y is doing great things, and I cannot take all the credit. We've got a great board, we have a great staff, but I will tell you that when I took over the Y and these guys came back to the board, we had a roof that leaked, so we really couldn't do any other improvements in the building because the roof leaked. So we got a grant from the Healthcare Foundation to fix our pitched roof. We raised the money to do our flat roof, and then I concentrated on improving the programs, in offering more programs, and getting our good reputation back. And then about 2 years ago, we started working on an energy savings project, which we just wrapped up last month. We have new hot water heaters, new pool boilers, new HVAC systems throughout the building, a new system in the pool that takes out the humidity in the air, reclaims the heat, because we used to heat up 15th Avenue all winter long, a UV system which zaps the pool water to kill the used chlorine, so there's less chlorine odor, there's less chlorine irritation on your skin, the water feels better, smells better, and you swim faster.
What about the boiler in the basement?
There is a defunct boiler in the basement, which Gene wants to take out of the basement, but he'll have to cut it into pieces.
Sounds like a Lions project. No?
Anyway, the energy savings project, so all of these, and new lights. We've got new lights, LED lights. So all of these things together is saving us $41,000 a year in energy costs, and it's repaying the loan with the help of several large donations to help this capital project. Some of the people who gave money are sitting in this room, but I won't embarrass them unless they want me to embarrass them. Jim Stonier. Jim Stonier. So I'm very excited about that. I'm also very excited about the fact that I've been partnering with Youth and Family Link. I've been partnering with Park and Rec. I've been partnering with the YMCA of Greater Seattle and Peace Health. And we're now offering weight loss programs. Yesterday was our first diabetes prevention program. We have a blood pressure self-monitoring program coming up because we know that not everybody has health insurance, wants to go to the doctor, wants to go to the hospital. Some people are more likely to seek help in a non-clinical setting. So we are dipping our toe into the healthcare world with partnerships with especially Peace Health. They've been a great help. So we're really excited to get into that. The other thing that I'm really excited about is 4 years ago, we had 18 kids in our preschool, and now we have 56 kids in our preschool. We have morning preschool and afternoon preschool. We have about 60 kids in our after-school program. We have youth sports year-round, and our T-ball, our preschool T-ball ended Saturday. We had 275 kids playing preschool T-ball. Those kids, who also played preschool basketball and preschool soccer, we have so many kids now that next year the kindergarten program will be bigger, and the year after the first grade program will be bigger, and we should be back up to where we were 10 years ago in the world of youth sports. So I'm really proud of the staff and the board and how well we're doing and how I feel we're on the right track. We give back to the community through financial assistance for low-income families and seniors and kids. There are all kinds of insurance that if people are, if they have Medicare, some insurances, some supplemental insurances will pay for their Y membership. So about 40% of our members are seniors, and about half of them, or 3/4 of them, get free memberships at the Y. I'm very excited about that. And my goal is to make it a place for families, a place that nobody is turned away if they can't pay to participate, and a place where you feel supported and loved and welcomed and accepted. And I am going to keep this short since you guys took so long. And you have to be somewhere else at 2 o'clock. But I would be happy to answer any questions you have about the Y, and I would be happy to give you a tour. You can come and ask for me, and I will give you a tour. And I think my favorite thing about giving tours is people say, I didn't know you did that. I didn't know the Y had that. I didn't know this building was so big.
Scholarships.
What?
Scholarships.
Yeah, well, I call scholarships financial assistance.
Same thing.
We have scholarships.
Let's not argue with the speaker.
He's right. We have scholarships, but I have to tell the story. I got turned down for a grant one time, and I said, why did I get turned down for this grant? And they said, we're not going to give you money if you just turn around and give it away in scholarships. So I don't use the word scholarships. I use financial assistance. We give 60% off, 40% off memberships and programs, and then the staff raises money for free weeks at camp and free swim lessons. And that's where my heart is take care of those kids that don't have anybody to take care of them. So. So any questions? I know you.
I noticed some jars of pennies at the front counter. Is that designated for your camp program?
Yeah, right now we're in our annual campaign, and that's the money we raise for financial assisted scholarships. How about that? So the staff is having a penny war. That's that's going on there. Staff's having a penny war. And then we will also be, when this annual campaign wraps up, we will be doing some more capital campaign fundraising, because we still need to upgrade the locker rooms, the floors. We started with the roof, we went to the HVAC systems and the water systems, and now we want to upgrade the locker rooms and the stuff that's aesthetic.
So, Lions Club International's 2 new projects this year are diabetes and pediatric cancer. Where can we partner with you?
That's amazing. So we have, right now what we're doing is, the reason that we're partnering with the YMCA of Greater Seattle is they are set up to, like, your doctor can refer you to this program and your insurance will pay for it. We have staff and money for those people who don't qualify to get the program for free. We're finding other ways to get them that training. So Peace Health is going to pay for up to 20 people a year, 20 people a year, so that if they don't qualify through the YMCA/Medicare/insurance route, that they will still get the diabetes prevention program. So that would be a way. That would be a way.
How much per person is
if your insurance pays for it, it's like $425. If no, that's for the whole program. And then the people who don't qualify that way, we either get them on a scholarship membership so they can have a discounted rate, or we use the money that we have a small pocket of money to pay for those people. We want everybody who needs the program to get it for free, so there is opportunity there through the diabetes. This is our first round, so no, we're good right now. But it's a 4-month program with another 8 months of follow-up. So you get 4 months of the program and then support for the next 8 months. So it's a whole year program.
So a $500 donation in the next budget would be something?
It would pay for several people. Yeah, it would pay for several people.
Okay.
Thank you. I can do the YMCA song. So if you've never been to the Y, come and see me. If you have been to the Y, come and see me, because you'll say, oh, it looks a lot better around here.
I'm just curious about plans in the future of helping disabled people get to the second floor.
So you know that building was built in 1923, and the upper floor in the old part of the building, there's not an elevator and there's no place to put an elevator. I have found a lift that will take a person with a walker or a wheelchair up to the second floor. It's about $25,000. Right now, the only thing we offer up there is, we don't offer any programs up there because we're not ADA compliant. There's a yoga studio up there, but then we also have chair yoga downstairs, so that somebody in a wheelchair, we have a program called chair yoga for people who want to do yoga sitting down. But there is one of the capital things we're going to do is a lift.
Sauna.
Oh, for the sauna, yes. The sauna. Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah, the lift will take you up to the
We don't
sauna
want
too.
you in our sauna.
Absolutely, that's in the plans, and new automatic doors are in the plans too. Good question. Yes.
Amazon Smiles, you want to donate to a Y, sign up, and you're an Amazon shopper, sign up, and for 1% of your bill.
Yep, Amazon Smile, absolutely, and also the Fred Meyer Rewards Program. You can donate your points to the Y. All right, come see me.
I've known Janine long before she became our director at the YMCA. Matter of fact, we used to call her Janie.
You still call me Janie.
No, I don't. I call you director. Madam Director.
We
I learned my lesson.
I used to be a sports writer for the Daily News, and that's how we met.
Anyhow,
He's a good sport, yeah.
we're going to give you this on the promise that you will not put the lift up there for Phil to get into our sauna.
No, Phil can get into the sauna.
Well, in that case, we would like you to become a Pioneer Lion.
Oh, well, thank you.
And Greg has got a heck of a deal for you right now.
I heard that.
Just something really special.
I heard that.
And this, since you're at the YMCA, is not a beer mug. This is a beverage mug.
There you go.
Now, the difference between fundraising and financial assistance and a beer mug and a beverage mug, about the same.
Well, Gene Guttormson is on my board of directors, and he has in the past supplied me with beer, so I think I'm okay.
Those board meetings, I'm coming back if they're getting that way. You have beer at board meetings, I'm there.
Okay.
Not at the board
With that,
meeting.
we really appreciate all you do at the YMCA, and the YMCA is something very special for our community. If you can see the work that they do for the kids in the community, stop down at the YMCA. If you go to the YMCA on a Saturday, be prepared, because you cannot get around with all the kids that are actively doing things. They provide for the kids, not only at the YMCA, but at some of the school grounds right around the YMCA and Youth and Family League.
So last Saturday was our last youth sports Saturday for a while, but we do have a summer camp. We have a great summer camp program, keeps kids busy all summer, and some of those kids would never have that opportunity if they didn't get it for free or nearly free from the Y.
With that, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Terrific job. Jean, thank you for coming along with us.
Yeah, appreciate your appearance.
We just had to have somebody to make you look better, so we brought her. With that, let's have our drawings, a dessert drawing.
President Ken, first pick goes to Steve Patterson, and Marilyn, you said there was a birthday party.
Yeah, there is.
And what's left over goes to Jim Stoney.
Jim Stoney. The lucky Joker jackpot ticket. 2083 799 Marnie.
Love of your life, huh? Yeah.
The love of my life. Would you like me to help you pick the card out? With that, while we're waiting for Marnie to get all that big money, red ticket 955.
Yep.
365. Greg Swanson, where do you want it to go? Diabetes. Thank you. You got it.
This is red.
Hamburgers tonight.
And pizza. Pizza.
With that, don't forget we have a memorial service coming up at 2 o'clock at the Kelso Longview Elks. We're going to try and get some people over there to take some tables for us. We also have Senality.
Mr. President, fellow Lions, this is a truly sad day. We have Greg Firth unable to sign in. Patrick Palmer, you didn't sign in. Dwayne Smith and Jim Waters.
With that, meeting is adjourned.